Before we get started, I need to throw out this disclaimer. I am not a trained healthcare professional. Any advice or tutelage that I give on this channel is based on my own experience for the most part, and then some easy Dr. Google research. Be sure to check with your healthcare professional before taking any of my advice and putting it into practice. Okay, welcome to the kitchen table. Well, hello there. Welcome back. My name is Julie. But for right now, in this video, consider me Mama. I am here to answer all of those embarrassing questions, those things that you would really like to ask your own mom or dad or caregiver, but they're just too damn embarrassing. Or they're too taboo. They're things that you just don't talk about, which is unfortunate that you're not able to talk about that, but I am here to fill that void and answer those questions for you. Some of you know I am on a diagnostic digestive health journey. I've been dealing with digestive issues since having my first child, giving birth almost 16 years ago. I have been through it, and now we're going through another round of it. Tests, procedures, working to figure it out. And if you also have digestive problems, if you're dealing with hemorrhoids, constipation, diarrhea, ulcerative colitis, IBS, Crohn's, all of these things, so many wonderful possibilities of things that could be going wrong in your guts, then you will know there are some things you just absolutely have to have on hand. One of them is the trusty Enema. Oh yes, this is where we're going today. Maybe you need to use one, but you don't know how. You've never done it, and you really don't want to ask because, God, it's a thing that goes up your butt. You don't want to be asking about that. So you've come to the internet, and the fates have brought you to me. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's talk about enemas. I always keep at least 2 on hand at all times. Often I tend to veer the other way these days, more in terms of diarrhea than constipation, but I have gone through years and years and years of constipation leading up to when I had my gallbladder removed. And then things switched the other way. But I do still keep them on hand for those days when things flip back to the constipation side. These are, if not a lifesaver, they are a mood saver. They will help your soul by helping you shit. But how do you use them? Well, let's open this up and let's talk about it. This is what a saline enema looks like. These are disposable. They are a one-time use, which is really unfortunate because I am not just mama, I'm the frugal mama, and I don't like to waste things, and I don't encourage single-use items. But when it's something that's going up your butthole, you don't want to be using that again. Are they recyclable? You know what? We should find out. I don't know if they are. If any of you happen to know if these are recyclable, please do tell us. Oh, it says right here. Oh, well, damn. It does say the box is recyclable, but the plastic is not. And that is super duper unfortunate, but it is also our reality. This is one of those instances where I say, all right, it sucks, but we just have to do it. Because sometimes you really have to do it. How does it work? Well, you're going to want to be in the bathroom. The entire process will take place in the bathroom. That should not be a surprise. What I recommend is having a towel, a really soft, comfy towel on your bathroom floor. Start with a towel on the floor. It's going to be your resting spot. Yes. Don't do this right on the toilet. There's reasons for that. This is going to need to work its way into your bowels to loosen things up, to get things moving. And if you're sitting on the toilet, there's gravity. It's not going to be able to do the job that it needs to do. Okay? So start with a towel on your floor. Have that ready. Take your pants off, take your undies off, get comfortable, get ready. You're going to remove the lid. And you will find that it is already pre-lubricated to make it nice and easy for getting its way up there. That is wonderful. I don't know of any that don't come pre-lubricated, but I will tell you, if you happen to have one, a homemade one or something, and there isn't lubrication, you want some KY jelly on this thing. You need KY jelly on this thing, okay? Make it nice and comfy for going up your back end. So how are you gonna go about that? Well, so you take the lid off, you've got this ready. You're half naked, you've got a towel on the floor. There are different positions that you can try that will work just fine. But I'm going to give you my favorite that has worked the best in my experience. So you are going to bend over. Yep. Make it nice and accessible, able to get in there. And you are going to squeeze this. Once you've put it up in your rectum, you are going to squeeze it in there. Squeeze as much of it as possible. Try to get that whole thing in there. And then you are going to immediately kneel down into, it's not a downward dog because then you would have your butt in the air and you'd be like standing. What is that position called? I'm sure it has a yoga name. But you're going to kneel down like you're in worship. There you go. You're going to kneel down like you're in worship with your face to the floor and your arms out to support you. And yeah, your butt in the air, but your knees are bent. You are on your knees. You're down, okay? And you are going to stay there in that position with your butt, your colon full of the saline solution. You can just throw this away. You're going to wait. And before long, sometimes within a minute, sometimes 5 minutes, at most 10 minutes. If this doesn't help you within 10 minutes, then you've got bigger problems and we can talk about that another time. But, your butt. So you've got your butt in the air. You're starting to feel something happening. You're feeling funny feelings in your gut and then an overwhelming urge to empty your bowels. And that is when you jump, you fly onto that toilet. And then everything works its way out. And you're going to want to stay there. You're going to want to stay there because you might get a first flow, maybe a brief respite, and then another flow. As things get loosened up, everything's going to start flowing out. Okay? What I will say, this is a huge word of warning based on my own awful experience. Don't ever use more than one at a time. If it's taking more than one, like I said, that's another issue. You've got other problems. That's when I recommend, you visit your family doctor, you go to the ER. They can help you with that. My brother used to be an ER nurse before he became a doctor, and they get to help you manually with that. I know most of us don't ever want to have to go through something like that. If you're into that kind of thing, no shame, no judgment here from mama. So do not use more than one. If one is just not doing it, get help, okay? Reason being, if you use more than one, you are going to be so miserable. So miserable. It is an experience unparalleled, okay? A really good case of the flu is going to be in kind of the same bracket. You are going to get shaky, cold, nauseated. You might even throw up. It's going to be awful, awful. And the feeling lasts for a long time. And if you're that backed up that one didn't do it, with the two, you still might not even get movement, but you will feel very, very sick and uncomfortable. Lots of miserable going on there. So don't use more than one at a time unless your healthcare professional told you should. I've never had one tell me that. I've had them tell me exactly what I told you. Go get help, okay? I know that's embarrassing. I know you don't want to. That is absolutely not something you want to have to go and talk to a stranger about. But keep in mind, healthcare professionals have seen it all. Inside, outside, backwards, forwards. They've seen it all. They don't care. Now, they probably don't enjoy having to get in there, but that's their job. That's what they're trained for. They've dealt with it. They know how. And likely, especially if it's in the ER, they're never going to see you again. So just go get the help that you need. But for occasional constipation, this is absolutely the way to go. Do not reuse it. Apparently, don't recycle it. That's unfortunate. But try to use as much of it as possible. Do not try doing half and then using it again. Don't do it, because once this has been in your butthole, you're going to be exposed to bacteria and other things happening once this is out in the open. I just don't see good things coming from that. So don't do it, okay? Use the whole thing and then toss it. And don't use more than one at a time. Now, in case you were wondering, what are other positions that you can use once you've squoezed this into your butt? What are the other positions that you can try? Well, it just so happens that on the box, you've got some very detailed instructions, including graphics. Now, this is the position I recommend. I think it's wonderful. But there's also a lying down on your side position. I like this way better because to me, it feels like you're working more with gravity, you know, letting that go in and do its thing. Whereas when you're just laying like this, to me, it seems like it would take a little more work. Plus, you need more room to spread out when you're doing this. And I don't know about you, but laying on the bathroom floor, it's just not my favorite thing. Not my favorite thing. And I don't want to be all spread out on the bathroom floor. This way, you're able to just stay on your towel. I like that a lot better. But you are welcome to try the other way and see if that works better for you. Do it this way. Do it this way. Okay, we've done it. We have shown you what it is, how to use it, how to not use it, and what to do with it when you're done with it. Or what to do if it just doesn't work. With all of that accomplished, what are the taboo or embarrassing questions that you have or have had and you would like a solid, appropriate, reasonable, truthful, unexaggerated, usually unexaggerated answer from Mama about? Please tell me in the comments. I would love to answer your questions and help you find the information that you need that is realistic, that is based on personal experience, because I can almost guarantee you, if it's something you're wondering about, I've dealt with it. Okay, even the weirdest and most wacky, please don't hesitate to ask me those questions and I will do my damnedest to answer them. Next, coming up, and I do hope you'll come back for this and be subscribed, we're gonna talk about douche. I did a douche video, a Summer's Eve douche video years ago. It's not great. It's from the old days, but it is my most watched video on this channel. So it is definitely time for an update of the douche. I do hope you'll come back for that and I will teach you all about douche and how to use it, when to use it, why to use it, how not to use it, and everything that I've experienced with it. I am Julie, also known as Mama here, and I am ready and waiting here at the kitchen table for your questions, embarrassing, taboo, all of that. Please, whether it's personal, it's healthcare, it's sexual, it's men's or women's health, I will do whatever I have to help you get the answers that you need, and whenever possible, based on my own colorful history. Have a beautiful day. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you all very soon with another fun topic.